Hey, it is April 9th, 2025, and it is your good friend, it is your pal, it is your compadre. It's TC, everybody, come on out. And we are here in the Valley of the Sun, Phoenix, Arizona, where we have now begun to top 90 degrees for Record Store Day this Saturday coming up at 9 a.m. here at the store. Hi. It'll be close to 100. So we got that going for us, which is pretty sweet. So yeah, we've been super busy with Record Store Day stuff. So missed you last night, but we're here tonight. Got a lot of good stuff. I like to think. I guess you'll be the judge of that. And yeah, it is the Rock This Sound Records live streaming show of love that comes live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night, starting at 8 p.m. Eastern. That is 7 Central, 5 on the West Coast, and also in Arizona currently. And yeah, there you go. I think that's my spiel for the big show, and yeah, that's what's going on. And yeah, I keep saying, and yeah, one of our good friends, perhaps the greatest photographer and also the greatest videographer this side of the Mississippi, James is hanging out with us tonight, and he is actually shooting some video of this. Like it's like a command performance to kind of see the what's going on in the background. So, all right, James, as he's to my right there. And then Jen's in the store as well because we've been doing a lot of Record Store Day stuff. We just unboxed some Dawkins. So, all right, that's the one I've been looking forward to. So, very cool. And then Casey and Amanda are to my left as well. Hello, young ladies. Very nice. Cool. And yeah, I think that's it. I got Tesla coming up. I posted a little video. There's a bunch of stuff from Jen and I have culled our collection a bit. So there's a bunch of stuff coming up tonight and tomorrow night of Jen and my stuff. And Jen the good news is since Jen's here in the store, she can remind me of what's ours and what was someone else's if you're interested. And then, yeah, so there you go. I think that's it. There you go. Guns N' Roses, the 1991 albums, OGs coming up tomorrow night as well. And Marilyn Manson, Hollywood, a 2000 original pressing of the record coming up tomorrow night as well as some of the big stuff. So, yeah, that's kind of it. I'm going to take a sip of my tasty beverage. I hope you guys have had a good weekend. I appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. And, yeah, that's about it, I think. We did frame an Asia poster. It's in the store. So I just want to remind everybody that. It's right there. Wait, there it is, right there. There's the Asia poster that we framed. Whoop, right there. So that's how cool we are. Probably the second coolest record store in the history of the world. I don't want to toot our own horn. Of course, there's that place just outside of Belgium and Antwerp that is definitely the greatest record store in the history of the world. So anyways, that's what we got going for us tonight. I'm going to say hello to everybody, and then we'll get the party started because Jen says you got to say hello to everybody because everybody is fun, sexy, and a good time. Is that what you called them?
I don't think
that's what Jen said. She did. Everybody who hangs out with us is fun, sexy, and a good time. So I think, well, that's pretty good. I mean, can't beat that, right? There's no stewed prunes hanging out with us. That's good. Nobody likes a stewed prune. So there you go. Tom is first tonight. Hey, Tom. Tom was good to see you. Tom was hanging out with us in the store just a bit ago. So that's was fantastic. James hanging out with us as well. Hey, James. Denise, I heard the performance was spectacular.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. So very nice. Denise is one of our multi-talented young ladies that performs. What was stand-up bass? Right. Yeah. There you go.
Legit.
Very nice. All right, cool. Andrew hanging out with us as well. Michael, can't forget Michael Hanby. It's like when they used to announce Kiki Vandeweghe at the Denver Nuggets games. And starting at small forward, I don't remember his number. Let's go with number 34, Kiki Vandeweghe. All right, Andrew, Megan, how you doing? Good to see you, Megan. Grace Ann, very nice. We love making new friends. Hey, Grace Ann. Paul hanging out with us as well. Ed, do I have a record for Ed? No, I have a record for Ed on the way. Actually, that Duran Duran you were looking for, I think it probably won't be here this week, but it'll be here next week. Billy Johns, very nice. Very cool. Thank you. Jamie, good to see you. John, the Franz brothers. Perhaps both Franz brothers are here. Perhaps it's just John that is here. And then Manuel, good to see you. Brandon as well. Very nice. James, what the? Hanging out with us as well. Hey, Pete, good to see you. Herver as well. Glenn. All right, Glenn. It's always good to see Glenn hanging out. Michelle as well. Very nice. Thank you, Michelle, for hanging out. Rich as well. Very nice. And George, I got a couple records for you, George. So actually, we get the party started here. Let me pull a record, a random record. This is Prince. Prince has a record store day release. This is Sign of the Times. It is a maxi single. It is a VG++ copy. It is $14 if anybody is interested. Is that Prince?
Is that Prince?
I don't think that's Prince.
No.
No, I didn't think so. I don't know. You know, Prince was very, what's the word I'm looking for? Androgynous. Yeah.
Now, Prince is sexy.
There you go. Prince is sexy. So this is Sign of the Times and La La La, he on that. So I didn't think that was Prince. I'm just like, sometimes you don't know. But yeah, anyways, it's Mickey Mouse, actually. There you go. $14 if anybody's interested in that one. Let me grab another record from the back. Oh, this is from Jen and my collection because we did have a lot of Cheap Trick. And we bought the recent box set that came out for Music on Vinyl of the first 13 albums, the epic albums. No pun intended. Perhaps pun intended. This is a VG++ copy. It is $19. This is in color, coming from mine and Jen collection. There is some wear. This is not an OG. We bought this probably in the wild some 8 to 10 years ago. There is some wear along the spine, but VG++, if anybody's interested in a little Cheap Trick. All right, cool. What else? So, Andrew, I have that Temple of the Dog for you there. So, boom, you're all set there, Andrew. And then taking care of some housekeeping. Pat Frat was looking for the chili peppers with Mother's Milk. And so we got that for Pat. And what else is in here? George. The best damn, what is this? Best damn, did I do the right price label on this one? I think I did. Yeah, I did. So George getting the best damn thing from Avril Lavigne. And if you changed your mind or anything, George, let me know. And then also George getting a copy of Metallica in the City of Brotherly Love. So cool, George. All right, cool. That's a great set list. And I do actually have one more copy of Metallica. If anybody's interested, it is on color vinyl. It is $39.99. Limited edition in the City of Brotherly Love. Obviously, Jason in the band at that point. And what's the set list, you ask? Not that it really matters with Metallica. Is there Fantastico? The set list is Die, 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 My Darling, Blitzkrieg, nice. The Small Hours, The Prince, Sabacabra, Stone Cold Crazy, Merciful Fate. This must be off of the Garage Inc. days, because this is good stuff. Turn the Page, Am I Evil? Oh yeah, this is all off Garage Inc. Live, beautiful. Oh, I remember this concert. I mean, I wasn't at it, but I remember hearing about it. So What, Killing Time, The Wait, Last Caress, Green Hell, very nice. Bread Fan and Overkill. So there you go. If anybody's interested in the Metallica.
George confirms, yes.
All right, George is good on the 2 records. Cool. Thank you, George. Appreciate it. All right, Cheap Trick in color. What's on in color? Is there anything that we should know, Jen, that's on in color?
Oh man, you're testing me.
Yeah, I know, right? Let me grab this.
And read some songs and I'll.
Oh, it's upside down. There you go. Hello there.
Yeah.
Big Eyes is on there. I Want You to Want Me is on there. Clock Strikes 10. Yeah, Southern Girls as well. So there you go. That is $19 if anybody's interested.
Angie Ray is one of the Metallica.
All right, Angie, make sure you send us a message if you're interested in the Metallica, and we can try to get you another copy. But right now, the Metallica is still available, but we need a message from you, Angie, because inadvertently you ended up on the naughty list. So we need to get you off the naughty list, Angie. So, but we can let me pull that for Angie. Make sure she gets off the naughty list. And there you go. Cool. It's cool. Let's see what else do I have in here. This is more new vinyl. This is Nirvana. Obviously, they have Post Malone has the record store day release coming out, and this is this is $31.99. This is kind of the best of Nirvana. What's on here? About a Girl, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, In Bloom, Heart Shaped Box, The Man Who Sold the World. So good stuff from Nirvana. That's $31.99. I'm going to do a last call on the Cheap Trick in color with the Foxy Boys on the front. And then I'm going to do a last call on the Prince as a last call. And thank you, James. James heading out tonight. We'll see you on Friday night, yes? And then on Saturday. Cool. Thank you, James. Appreciate that. So very cool. Hey, Corey, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, Corey. We Jen, I know you were watching the Gilmore Girls with your wife, right? And Jen and I have finally finished the Gilmore Girls. So you've been away so long. Jen and I were able to finally finish the Gilmore Girls. I think we were like in season 3 when you left, and then now that you're back for this week, we actually just finished it. I don't know, maybe about a week ago, and then we watched A Year in the Life of, the Netflix from like 9 years later. The first 3 episodes of that was not so good, I didn't think, but the last episode was good. So that's all that matters. So there you go. I digress. That's my story, Corey. And now we've gone on to Stranger Things, which Casey approves of. Jen and I are gonna rewatch Stranger Things, anticipation of the Stranger Things being released in July or in October. I'm guessing October. So we shall see though. All right, I'm gonna put Prince to the side. Thank you to the great Prince. Was this in our collection too?
No.
Oh, was it? Okay, I didn't think so. Okay, cool. Very nice. That is Prince for 14. Cheap Trick is 19 if anybody's interested in that one as well. And let me pull something else out of here. This is Frankie Goes to Hollywood. Welcome to the Pleasure Dome. It is $19. It is in excellent condition. It is an OG copy. There's a little ring wear. Maybe a little wear along the spine, but it's very minimal. Looks pretty good. And it's a 2 LP. Obviously, 2 Tribes is on here. And then, of course, Relax. So that is 19. If anybody's interested in a copy of that one. Also in the So Choice crate, I have, well, why not? Lap of Luxury by Cheap Trick. This comes from Jen in my collection as well. This is a really nice copy. The jacket's nice. There's the handsome gentleman on the front. It is a VG++ copy. It's $34. And what's on here? The Flame, obviously never had a lot to lose. Don't Be Cruel. Ghost Town, among others. And then there's The Talent. Not that these guys aren't talented, but we'll call these guys the talent, Bunny and Rick. So that's 34 if anybody's interested in that one. Gregory, how dare you call me a nerd? I'm more of a geek than a nerd. So there you go. Cool. All right. Hey, Gregory, how you doing? This is Alice in Chains Freak Show. Freak Show. This is for $42.99. It is the California broadcasts from 90 and 92. So you're getting Man on the Box. You're getting, let's see, We Die Young. You're getting Sick Man. You're getting Wood. Ooh, fancy. Sunshine. What else? Man in the Box. Well, I already mentioned that one. So, but yeah, so a little Alice in Chains live. You know, I was listening to, what was it? Somebody Check My Brain on the way into the store today. That song is so good. So, but anyways, there you go. Cool.
I listen to that song like every day.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, see, I was listening to it again.
And Tom's gonna grab the Alice in Chains.
All right, Tom's going to grab the Alice in Chains. Thank you, Tom. So there you go. Very nice. All right, cool. All right. Corey says we found my feminine side. Very nice. Isn't that the whole store in front of you, your collection? Well, it is. In theory, yeah, Brandon, it is. Everything in the store is technically Jen in my collection, whether it's the Grim Reaper behind me, whether it's the Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, or whether it's the Taylor Swifts. So I guess in theory, yeah, I guess that's pretty much accurate. So good point. Good point.
Don't tell me that.
Don't tell Jennifer that. So this stuff is from the house. This is from the personal collection, as they say. Anyways, I'm going to do a last call on the Frankie Goes to Hollywood. So far, Cheap Trick and Prince and Frankie Goes to Hollywood are bombing like somebody on the Gong Show. Can I get a gong? There you go. Nice. No, unfortunately not, James. I don't know if it's ever going to come in at this point. I'm still hoping, but if not, we'll get you a refund on that record that you still haven't gotten from us. They shorted us, and that happens with stuff. And just send us a message reminder, and we'll get you a refund on that, a full refund, James. So apologize we couldn't fulfill that order. Sometimes that happens, and it sucks. It makes me mad. We had that happen with the Tracy Chapmans as well, unfortunately. So there you go. Hey, Travis, good to see you. What else is in here? Oh, Billie Eilish. This is on apricot vinyl. It is the one with "I'm a Bad Guy." I love that song, actually. I haven't listened to that lately, have I, Amanda?
No.
No, I should have had that then. I probably do have it, but anyway. So that is that a single LP gatefold, $34.99 if anybody's interested in that. All right, I'm going to put Frankie and Cheap Trick to the side. I'm going to skip any more Cheap Trick, at least at the moment.
One thing I will say that stuff from our collection is they're all focused.
Oh, that's true. So Jennifer says everything from our collection is always play tested. So
I listen to them all before I
yeah,
finish.
she listens to all of our records. As I was saying, every quarter, it's like there's like we go from what was it the other night? We were getting Quiet Riot, we were getting Queen, and we were getting Queensryche, and I'm like, yeah, this is good. And actually, Jen was saying how good QR3 is.
So good.
And she's like, I might give up our copy of Mental Health because she says she actually prefers QR3. Well, that's a bold statement, I said. $24 OG copy. That is from our collection as well. There you go. VG++, that is Europe, the final countdown, an OG copy with Rock the Night on there, Carrie, Cherokee, among others. And then so we'll see if there's any coolness there. There's Pink Floyd. Oh, speaking of Corey, remember those Pink Floyd CD? I don't know if Corey's into Pink Floyd CDs, but we got a couple of CD bootlegs in Corey, but they might have sold. Amanda's going to go check for you just in case. This is a VG++ 1988 gold vinyl. What? Oh, I'm sorry, gold label promo, not gold vinyl. It is a gold label promo. It is $49. It is Delicate Sound of Thunder from Pink Floyd Gatefold. It is one of my favorite live shows ever. I love this. So there you go. You see the gold stamp there on that. I guess that would be the gold label promo. So there you go. That is $49 if anybody's interested in that one. And I guess we still have one copy left. So I don't know, Corey or anybody else, if you're interested in the CDs. This came in as a bootleg Ultra Rare Tracks Volume 2. It is $19, and there you go. Cool.
So we're showing two Pink Floyds right now. So
oh yeah,
was first for Pink Floyd. So can we just have everybody confirm which Pink Floyd they were wanting?
Yeah. So let's actually. Sorry, I'm going to hold this off for a second, and then after we do the Delicate Sound of Thunder, we'll do the CD if anybody's interested in that. Cool.
And then Sig is in on Europe, and Jamie was for the album, I believe, the Pink Floyd album.
All right, so Sig is in on Europe at 24, thank you. And then Jamie is in on the Pink Floyd gold label promo, VG++ copy. There's a little ringware, like I said, and there's a little corner wear. It's a gatefold. The jacket isn't perfect, but it still presents pretty nicely. And right now, Jamie would have that for $49, and Corey's interested in the CD.
And then Adam, wait, did I hear Frankie is in Frankie Goes to Hollywood?
You did here, and that's 19 if you're interested in that, in excellent condition. And that went by with no one being interested in it. So, all right, Corey, I'm just going to go ahead and get this to you. That's 19. What's on here? Green in the color. Careful with that axe, Eugene. Labyrinth. What does that say? Point me at the sky. The embryo. 1-1. Crumbling Land and Baby Blue Shuffle in D major. That's crazy. But that sounds like Pink Floyd, right? So Corey's going to grab the CD for 19. Cool. And Jamie has the Delicate Sound of Thunder for 49 at the moment. Sig has that bad boy they call Europe in Joey Tempest for 24. This is the blue vinyl. Isn't this on blue and yellow vinyl, Jenny?
Just blue.
Oh, blue vinyl. And it is $29.99. I'm sorry, $39.99. It is the 2 LP. It is Stone Temple Pilots' greatest hits, Interstate Love Song, Plush, Vaseline, Creep. You know them all. Everything that you'd want on this record. Big Bang Baby, Lady Picture Show, Tripping on a Hole in a Paper Heart. Love this stuff. Oh, these guys are so good. And there's a live. We still have yet to open that live. Stone Temple Pilots. That's in the last box. We're down to the last box to open. So that's $39.99 if anybody's interested in that one.
This is going to
All right, Adam's going to grab the Frankie. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. Very nice. And then one more new record. Then I'll check in on the Europe and the Pink Floyd. This is our friend Nirvana at $34.99. It is Nevermind. It is the obviously the iconic record from the band. with the baby on the cover. Oh, yeah, there you go. Thank you. There you go. Very nice. So there you go. Actually, yesterday was the 31st anniversary, if you want to call it that, of Kurt Cobain. It being reported that Kurt Cobain had passed away. And yeah, so there you go.
Gregory's getting the Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, Gregory's going to grab the Stone Temple Pilots greatest hits on blue vinyl. Thank you very much, Gregory. Appreciate it. So yeah, I remember talking to it back then. I was, 90. What was that? 94. I really wasn't into Nirvana that much because they came in, they mowed down a lot of that 80s music, and I get it. It was time for a change. But I remember talking to a guy named, I think it was John Beisner. I think that's what his name was. We were in kind of this Stratomatic baseball league. That's what a nerd I am, if you know that reference, Stratomatic baseball. And he's like, oh, I'm so bummed out. And I said, oh, why is that? And he's like, oh, then he told me I hadn't heard the news. And I'm like, well, geez, that sucks. That's terrible. So anyways, I digress. So yesterday was the 31st anniversary of the reporting of, and obviously it sounds like Kurt had unfortunately been gone for about 6 days prior to that. So it is what it is. Europe, last call, $24 for our friend Sig. Pink Floyd, Jamie, our friend Jamie, last call on Delicate Sound of Thunder, a 1988 gold label promo. It is a VG++. Amanda, could you do me a favor and crack that open and see if actually the label, because I know on the back, on the UPC, there's a gold label, there's a stamp. But let's see what the label looks like, because Sandy denoted that. I think that's Sandy's writing, isn't it?
Yes, that is Sandy's writing.
Okay. Here's what the so I don't know if maybe she just meant that, but that's what the label gold stamp. Oh.
We've lost connection one moment, so we should be back up.
All right.
But it lost connection when you were trying to show that. So
Oh, okay. So that's the Pink Floyd label, in case anybody wanted to see it. So I think she meant just a gold label promo, meaning a gold stamp. So there you go. It's not like a gold label. So there you go. All right, one more record. This is Duran Duran with the textured cover. The recent reissue of the classic record from Duran Duran. It is $28.99. If you do not have a copy in your collection, it is a fantastic record. The song that I didn't realize that I love so much is Hold Back the Rain. It is a fantastic song. All right, Sig is going to grab the Europe. Thank you very much, Sig. Well, that's got a textured cover or a raised lettering cover. Thank you, Sig. And then Jamie is going to grab the Pink Floyd. Very nice. I love that record. It is fantastic. All right. And Angie wants the Duran Duran. Cool, Angie. We'll put that aside for you, Angie. There you go. And then, yeah, cool. All right. And then, yeah, Angie, make sure you shoot us a message as well. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, okay. So, okay, Jen's already talked to you. So that's awesome. That's awesome. Cool. All right, we'll touch base again after the show. This is a recent reissue of Jane's Addiction. It's still in the shrink with the hype sticker, and that is $34 if you're interested. Oh, wow, we didn't cover anything tonight. Everything.
I didn't know you had that in there.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry, YouTube. That is an excellent condition, a 2020 reissue for $34, still in the shrink with the hype sticker attached. So that's $34 if anybody's interested in that. Hello.
Can I get the papers out from under you really quick?
Oh, sure.
I'm sorry.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yep, no problem. All right. All right. What else is in here? I have the Stones with Emotional Rescue. In excellent condition, that's $14. If anybody's interested, it is an OG copy. What's on here? Do I know anything on here? Maybe Emotional Rescue. I think that might have been a single. So anyways, $14 on that bad boy. No more new vinyl. This is High and Dry from Def Leppard. Many consider this their best record. At least OG fans. This is $32.99. That is the reissue of the 1981 release. So you're not getting the bonus tracks that they did in 84. I don't think they've ever reissued that other than back in 84. Obviously, we had that that one last week, that was the Japanese press of the 84 remix, which I guess I kind of want both copies because I'm a completist when it comes to that. So there you go. Tracy Chapman, $28.99. This is on black vinyl. Of course, Fast Cars on here, talking about a revolution. And yeah, this is a record that's been out of print for a long time and finally back in print after all of these years. All right, Marty is in on the Stones. That's super cool, Marty. Cool. At 14, and Jane's Addiction's at 34 if anybody's interested. Alice in Chains, $36.99. Dirt, obviously. Them Bones, Down in a Hole, Rooster, Angry Chair, and Wood. And obviously, Tripod, I believe, unless I'm wrong, but I'm going to be right on this, is coming. It's going to be announced at least probably in the next couple of months, if not sooner. And we will get a release of Tripod at some point this year.
Is Me and My Wine on that one?
It does not have Me and My Wine, unfortunately. That's the 84 remix. This is the 1981. It's a reissue, but it's the 1981 version. Without Me and My Wine, without the alternative version of Heartbreak. This is Pearl Jam live at the Fox Theater in Atlanta, 1984. It is $18.99. $18.99. Well, that's a pretty good price. What's the set list on this? You got Dissident, Better Man, Daughter, Rearview Mirror, Even Flow, Jeremy, Black, and Alive. So there you go. Short set, but $18.99 for a little Pearl Jam.
James Martin with the Alice in Chains.
All right, James going to grab the Alice in Chains. Cool. Thank you, James. Very nice. Appreciate it. And Megan is going to grab the Pearl Jam. Very nice. Thank you, Megan. Live at the Fox Theater. I'll hand that off to Amanda. And I'm going to do a last call on the Emotional Rescue by our friends in the Rolling Stones for 14 for Marty. And then I'm going to do a last call on the Jane's Addiction at 34. One more record. This is Nirvana Unplugged. This is the single LP version. It is $34.99. And about a girl, you know, what else? The Man Who Sold the World, Dumb, Polly, All Apologies, good stuff. You got, is that Pat Schmier there? I think that's Pat Schmier. Pat Schmier, Chris Novoselic, Kurt, and then Dave Grohl on drums. All right, Marty is going to pick up the Stones record. Thank you, Marty. Appreciate it. And then the Jane's Addiction, going to put that to the side if anybody is interested in that bad boy. Let me grab this Black Sabbath record. This is a 1980 Japanese pressing of Volume 4. So obviously it came out a few years earlier, and then it was reissued in Japan in 1980. This is a VG++ copy. It does have the Obi intact. It does have the insert. It is $129. If anybody is interested in a really, really nice copy. VG++ on the record. The jacket is pretty tip-top, man. It's pretty tip-top. Anyway, so there you go. $129 for a little Black Sabbath, if you're interested in that. A 1980 Japanese press of Volume 4. Of course, July 5th. I think it's July 5th. The Black Sabbath show reunion, I guess, in Birmingham, England, will be happening. So there you go. All right, another record from the So Choice. This is Simply Red, holding back the years, baby. $14 in excellent condition, still in the shrink. Yeah, still in the shrink. Yes, with the hype sticker. So really nice copy of this one. A record that's at least 40 years old now, right? $14.
Anthony's in on Black Sabbath.
All right, Anthony is in on Black Sabbath. And so Anthony has that for $129. All right, cool. Thank you, Anthony. And then Simply Red's at 14. All right, what else is in here? How about a little Merciful Fate, baby? This is on color vinyl as well. It is Don't Break the Oath. It is $38.99 for a little Merciful Fate. Oh, Metallica, Speak of the Devil. $28.99. This is a 2 LP of Hardwired Self-Destruct with Hardwired on here, Moth to a Flame. It is a gatefold as well. So there you go, on the Blackened label. All right, Katie is first on the Simply Red. So Katie has the Simply Red for 14. Anthony has the Black Sabbath for 129. The Japanese press of VG++ from back in 1980.
Or auction for Simply Red.
All right, and Jason's now at 20 on the Simply Red. Cool. What else is in here? Panic at the Disco. Is anybody like Panic at the Disco? You can be honest. I don't know much about Panic at the Disco.
That's the good album because it still has Ryan Ross on it.
So this is the good album, apparently, because it still has Ryan Ross on it. It's a Fueled by Ramen release, so that's a great label. On silver vinyl, it is A Fever You Can't Sweat Out. It is $28.99 if anybody's into a little Panic at the Disco. The Black Sabbath is $129. Philip, hey, cool. And Adam loves Panic at the Disco. Very nice. Hey, here's a cool band. Pantera on White and Southern Flame Yellow Marble vinyl. This is I should know the name of this record. Why is this escaping me? I'm gonna have to look at the and Reinventing the Steel. I saw that I think it was Far From Driven debuted like about 30 plus years ago at #1 on the Billboard 200. So, but this obviously is not far from Driven. This is Reinventing the Steel, $29.99 on that one. All right, Black Sabbath at $129, a 1980 Japanese press with our friend Anthony, and then Simply Red is at $20 with Jason at $20, and then Katie is also in on that one. I'll do a couple more new records, and then we'll do last calls on both those to keep the show moving along because we got the Encore crate tonight. We're kind of doing it old school. There's no $5 records tonight. There's no singles. I've got actually a couple really, really super cool 7-inch singles with the picture sleeve tomorrow. We're talking Def Leppard, and we're talking Whitesnake. So, but that's coming up tomorrow. Mabel, why'd you leave the kids up on the table? This is $26.99, and it is Toxicity by System of a Down if you do not have it. This is also The Killers and Sam's Town, $34.99. Good record with When You Were Young, the big song on that. Anything else on this record that jumps out at you, Jenny?
Is Read My Mind on there?
Read My Mind is on here. Read My Mind. So there you go. Great album from The Killers. And then one more. This is Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. Ba Witta Ba, Da Bang Da Bang, etc. With Cowboy on it. And, of course, All Summer Long. And then, well, obviously. Oh, this is his greatest hits. So you're getting everything. Oh, wow. American Badass. Yeah. I mean, Ba Witta Ba is one of those songs when it came out. It was just like, holy moly. What is this? I love it.
Are we going to show some more pre-orders after RSD?
Yeah, we will. Yep. Cool.
And then, which board is James wanting?
Dirty, Filthy, Stinking, Rotten Rich. Yeah, write that down. I'll see if I can get a copy, James. I'll see if I can get a copy. All right, I'm going to do a last call for Anthony on the Black Sabbath. A great record with Ozzy, Volume 4 for $129, Japanese press from 1980. And then Simply Red, I'm going to do a last call for Jason at $20 on that one. And then we'll do a couple more new vinyl, and then we'll sell those two. Hey, Jen's wearing a Foo Fighters shirt tonight. This is Skin and Bones from the Foo Fighters, $38.99. A great live record with My Hero on it, Big Me. Best of You, Everlong, Times Like These, among others. There you go. And then one more. Oh, Pink Floyd, A Momentary Lapse of Reason. You know, Roger Waters left the band, and they recorded basically 2 albums. This one and then The Division Bell. I'm not saying they couldn't have been, they might have been better with Roger Waters, but these 2 albums were really fucking good. Anyways, $31.99. That is A Momentary Lapse of Reason if you're interested in that one. All right. Anthony's going to grab Volume 4 from Black Sabbath. Thank you, Anthony. And we got a little cowbell for Anthony, or you want to do the, Jen, you want to do the gong? Jen's going to do the gong.
I'm not a quiet person. So.
All right. Amanda, so anytime a record sells for anything over 100, we do a little gong, and Anthony's getting the Chuck Barris gong, but it's a good gong. Go for it. Nice. All right. And then Simply Red is going to go to Jason for 20 on that one. Cool. Is it live or is it Memorex? Darren, it's always live when it's not. There you go. Very nice. Yeah, there you go. A little Mark Bolan, bang a gong, get it on. This is Tesla. This is a 1987 Japanese press. We had one of those like 3 months ago or something. And here it is again. This is 149. See, I didn't even know that they actually put this out on vinyl back in the 80s from Tesla. So, but maybe it was late. Maybe they were late to the party because obviously the album originally came out in 86 here in the States. And maybe it's like, ooh, we should do a Japanese press. And sure enough, they did. So that is 149 in excellent condition on the vinyl. It has the obi. It has the insert. It is a fantastic record. And if you've never dipped your toes into the world of Japanese vinyl, you will find it to be some of the most sublime vinyl that you have come across.
Darren's in on Tesla.
All right, Darren is in on the Tesla at 149. Thank you, Darren. And then I am going to grab another record from, oh, this is cool. So this is In Excess New Sensation. Jen and I actually have a copy of this at home. This is not our copy. It is in excellent condition. It is $19. It is the 12-inch mix of New Sensation.
It's like the video mix or whatever that.
Okay, it's like the video mix.
It is superior. It's so good.
It is, yeah, it's better than the record
Love that
version.
song. This is the version you need.
Jen says if you love the song, this is the version you need. It does have a price sticker on here we elected not to remove from back in the day. It also, side 2 is Guns in the Sky, the Kick-Ass mix. And I love that song from In Excess. So that's 19 in excellent condition.
Adam's in on it, and Raymond is also interested in the Tesla.
All right, Adam's in on the In Excess. Live, Baby, Live. And that is at 19 with Adam. And then Ray is also interested in the Tesla. Though right now, Darren has the Tesla at 149. Cool? Cool? All right, cool. This is, who is this? Godsmack, $41.99. That is number 4 from Godsmack. Every time I turn this record over, I always see Sully. I'm like, all right. But Sully makes me feel cool. I mean, look at that. I mean, he's like he's doing that to me personally. I'm like, all right, Sully, thanks. I appreciate that. That's cool. But I'm not cool. This is No Prayer for the Dying from Maiden, $30.99. I think they kick off their tour tonight in Europe. It is kind of basically the first 7 albums they're doing now. I'm guessing we'll get an announcement on U.S. tour dates at some point this summer.
We're an option for In Excess.
All right, Martin is in on the In Excess at 25 to go along with Adam being interested. And then the Tesla still at 149 with our friend Darren, and our friend Raymond is also potentially interested in that one. Kings of Leon, Come Around Sundown. That is $32.99. That is a gatefold, and that is a 2 LP. It's got Radioactive on it and Pyro. And yeah, that's a good deal for these days for a 2 LP gatefold, $32.99. That's like the days from like 3 years ago before some of these new vinyl prices went crazy. $28.99 Paramore, This Is Why, their most recent release. They do not have a record store day version this year. And then finally, I brought you bullets. You brought me your love. That is My Chemical Romance, $28.99 on that one. Yes, Amanda. Oh, okay, cool. So Tesla is cool. Thanks, Anthony. Tesla's at 149 with Darren at this point. So there you go. And so there you go. So I'm going to recap this crate. And then right now, Martin's at 25 on the NXS. Darren's at 25. I'm going to recap the new vinyl crate tonight. And then we'll sell both those unless somebody else has jumped in. Or Adam is, well, Adam's at 30 now on the NXS. Cool. My Chemical Romance, $28.99. Paramore, same price. Kings of Leon, $32.99. Maiden, $30.99. I saw that AC/DC is kicking off in Minneapolis. My stomping grounds, our stomping grounds, Jenny. I think it's, I don't know if it's tonight or this weekend, but yeah, AC/DC starting the tour in Minneapolis. So
You gotta cut the show short. We'll take them out.
yeah, right, yeah. Fuel up the G7.
We're an option for Tesla.
All right, Tesla is now at 160 with Corey, and Darren says, "Go away, George." That's pretty funny. Raymond is out on the Tesla. Martin's at 33 on the NXS. Cool, thank you. That is Godsmack, Pink Floyd, Momentary Lapse of Reason, $31.99. Learning to Fly on there. Foo Fighters Live, $39. Kid Rock's Greatest Hits. That is, I think that's a 2 LP. Yeah, it is. $45.99. The Killers, $34.99. System of a Down, $26.99. Pantera, $29.99. The AC/DC playing at the stadium there where the Vikings play. So I've heard some of the shows aren't sold out for AC/DC. The Pretty Reckless is actually opening. Panic at the Disco, $28.99. I think they would have been better off, AC/DC, if they would have went out with like Def Leppard, where Def Leppard could have played an hour 40 and then taken a little bit off of AC/DC's plate, and then AC/DC could have played an hour 40 as well. Not really a co-headline, let Leppard open, but they didn't. And, we'll see. We'll see. At least that was my dream, but, what are you going to do? There's a lot of dreams out there. Todd's going to AC/DC. Nice. Is it tomorrow night, you said?
Yeah, that's what he said.
Oh, nice. There you go. Beautiful. $28.99. Skull, baby, Skull. $28.99 for Metallica. Merciful Fates, $38.99. Nirvana, $34.99. Tracy Chapman, $28.99. Leopard, $32.99. Speaking of the devil. $34.99 for not INXS. That is Nirvana. Billie Eilish, $34 as well. And then Nirvana Greatest Hits is at $31.99 on that one. All right, cool. Tesla is at $175 with Darren. Martin is out. Corey's now at $185 on the Tesla. And then Adam is at $35. Martin is out. So I'm going to do a last call for Adam at $35 on the INXS 12-inch single. In excellent condition on the vinyl. And just a little ring wear there on the top. A little bit on the back, but very minimal. New Sensation, Nick's 12-inch mix, the video version, I guess, and then Guns in the Sky, kick-ass version, and a great cover there with the young lady right there.
That's the second best song on the record. That's like the two best songs on the record.
Really? What about Devil Inside?
No, I take those two.
Really?
Yeah.
New Sensation? Yeah, I love New Sensation. And Guns in the Sky. So there you go. All right, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and get the INXS to Adam for $35. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate it. And Darren is at two C notes. Is that a C? Isn't a C note a $100 bill on the Tesla? That is at $200 on the Tesla. Corey's at $210. And Denise says she got Georged this week on eBay.
George is everywhere.
George is everywhere you want to be. What's the is that
We love George.
yeah, we love George, of
George
course.
used to be here all the time.
What's the expression, George,
He's
everywhere where you want to be?
He's Amex.
Amex? I guess it's Amex. So American Express. There you go. Very nice.
I don't know.
All right, cool.
Credit card.
All right, what else is in here? I have a Styx record. This is on clear gold vinyl. Really? That's cool. It's in excellent condition and has a special edition gold vinyl. And this must be, wow, that's cool. Maybe we should take this out. This is Pieces of 8. It's $34 on gold vinyl. An OG copy of that. That's not a reissue either. So.
You should show it off. It's really pretty.
All right, cool. Amanda's gonna
It's like yellow.
show us
They call
the.
it gold.
Okay, it's kind of a yellowish, but they call it gold. So, there you go. All right. In case you're joining us late, we still have the Prince Sign of the Times 12-inch single for $14. We also have Cheap Trick in color, VG++ for $19. Cheap Trick Lapa Luxury, $34. Both those Cheap Trick are from Jen and my collection. Going to be a lot of Cheap Trick this week. And then $34 for Jane's Addiction. That is a reissue from recently. Cool. Okay, cool. Oh, that's cool. I like it.
Rich is in on the Styx.
That's what the Styx looks like. And Rich is in on Pieces of 8 by Styx for, what was that, 34, I think?
Yes.
All right, cool. And Darren is out on the Tesla. Corey has that for $235. So we'll do a last call then for the Tesla at $235. Japanese press with the Obi and the insert. The vinyl in excellent condition. The cover looks amazing. And thank you, Darren, for your interest on that one. Michael Hanby also interested in the Styx as well. So I will get that from Amanda. So that's at 34 right now with Rich for the gold, clear, I guess kind of a clear gold vinyl, I guess we're calling it. So there you go. This is the Encore crate. If you're hanging out with us for the first time, just in case, this is always first come. All right, cool. Hi.
One right in back and one auction for Sticks.
All right, cool. Leon Redbone from Branch to Branch. All right, he works in a bank, I think. $9. It's a VG++ copy. As I was saying, this is the Encore crate. Everything in here is first come, first serve. So if you see anything you like, just type it into the chat and we'll be good to go. All right. Corey is going to grab the Tesla. Very nice. I love this record.
Corey coming back hard.
Corey coming back hard. Very nice. We're going to get a couple gongs for Corey.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's not like the Kid Rock Ba With a Ba. First time I heard Modern Day Cowboy, I'm like, what the hell is this? I loved it. All right. Give me some gong. Very nice. Thank you, Corey. Hey, Santiago. Very nice. Yeah, we're back. William, we're back. All right, cool. So Sticks is at 35 with Rich right now, though Rich is was first, so he's bidding against himself technically.
He's bidding against himself.
So Rich is still at 34. So you're good, Rich. So Rich has the Sticks on gold vinyl, an OG copy for 34 on that one. All right, what else is in here? What's in my bag of tricks here? How about Rocky Horror Picture Show? This is in excellent condition. It is $29, and damn, the cover on this is nice. This is one of these records that's usually beat to hell and back. So, and it is definitely a late 70s, early 80s at the earliest pressing because there's no barcode on the back. You can always tell. So, there you go. All right, cool. All right, cool, Corey. Very generous of you. And yeah, I mean, going to a very, very generous guy in George. So thank you, Corey, for being so cool. George for being so cool, and everybody else kind of for being so cool. You know, Jen and I were always talking about people coming to the store. We're always talking about hanging out with people on the show, and we're always talking about you, Amanda.
That's okay.
Sorry.
Sig is gonna grab the. Did you pull that from?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
never
Sig's interested in the Rocky Horror at $29. Sig has that first. Cool. All right. Let's see here. What else is in here? Merle Haggard, Strangers, a VG++ copy for $19. If you're a Merle Haggard fan, I know my father-in-law is a big Merle Haggard fan. This is an amazing copy. I guess I'd say it's an amazing copy. This is an OG copy, still in the shrink. It was priced at $5.25 back in the day. It's in excellent condition. There is a little discoloration. It's still in the shrink, but there's a little discoloration at the opening. And it is $24. So an OG copy of the iconic record from Fleetwood Mac. Denise, do you recognize the price sticker at all? Since Denise is our resident expert on price stickers. Michael might also recognize it as well. So cool.
Like Jason and John are good at that too.
Very good. Sticks is at 34. I'm going to do a last call on the Sticks for Rich, and then Sig is at 29 on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. A really nice copy, an OG copy of that bad boy. All right, what else is in here? Lena Horne and Nat King Cole in excellent condition. That is $19. Mad About the Boy, Crazy About That Girl. There you go. Two iconic performers getting together and singing some songs, including Paper Moon. Very nice. All right, cool. And then also got a little Alice Cooper. Yikes. $14. That is a VG++ copy. There is a little wear on the cover there. There's a little tearing on the cover. And the spine has some wear. So just denote that, those two areas. Sorry. Couldn't resist Alice. Alice is the best. He lives here in Arizona. Does Cooperstown still exist?
I don't think it does.
There was a place that used to be in Phoenix called Alice Cooperstown. So anyway, there you go. $14 if anybody's interested in that one. Cool. Oh, it's closed? Oh, okay, cool. There you go. Rocky Horror is at 29, and Sig has that. I'm going to do a last call on that for Sig. And then Sticks is going to go to Rich. I know Michael was interested in that, but never heard back from Michael. So Rich is going to pick up that Sticks record for 34. Thank you, Thank you, Rich. Appreciate it. What else is in here? I have, Cheap Trick. Oh, how about this? Donny Osmond with an autograph. Does this have an autograph?
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, this is from, yeah, this is from, yeah, it came from his management to the fan, and there's the original note in here and stuff, and the postmark when postage was, I guess, well, it was shipped. What year was this shipped? 1989, it looks like.
Yeah, it's a hard record to find.
Or what's the year on that? Is that 2009?
Nope, that's 89.
Oh,
So,
1989.
yeah, there's the packing slip, the stamp, and then that sticky note was the original sticky note that it was sent with as well.
There you go, and it's signed right there. It's hard to see a little bit. I can take it out if you'd like. It is $39. It is a VG++. That comes from mine and Jen's collection as well. Soldier of Love is on here, baby. Come on, man. I know it may not be Valentine's Day, but still. That is $39 for that one.
We're an auction for Rocky, and Alice is going to Katie.
All right, Katie's going to grab the Alice. Very nice. Don't do what I did, Katie. And then Tom came in at 30 on the Rocky Horror, and Sig right now is at 35 on the Rocky Horror Picture Show. The Donny Osmond's 39. That is autographed, and Katie has that for 39 right now. Cool. Thank you. This is Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band in the shrink with the hype sticker. Includes the hit Fire Lake. That has a price tag on it as well. Our price, $7.39. Well, that was their price back then. Our price right now is $14. So a little bit of a difference, doubled in value, I guess, over the years, and that it's in the shrink and with the hype sticker is pretty cool, in my humble opinion. No Cooperstown anymore, Brian says. Closed several years ago. Well, that's too bad. What are you going to do? All right. One more record, then we'll check in on Rocky Horror. This is $14. It is a VG++ copy. This is more sticks. This is Best of Times on here. Let's see. Paradise Theater, obviously, is the name of the record. And what else is on here? Too Much Time on My Hands. So there you go. $14 in the Encore crate tonight from them. All right. I'm going to do a last call on the Donny Osmond for our friend Katie. And then Rocky Horror, I'm going to do a last call on that one for our friend Sig. There you go. And I know Tom was interested in that, but I'm going to do a last call now, and we'll see if Tom's still interested. Skinner's first and maybe last. No, maybe not the last. It is a VG Plus copy. It is $14. I rarely see this record. Did I say that last time I saw it, though? I think so. I'm like having deja vu. We've had like a couple of Skinner records come in recently that I just don't know if I've seen that much. So there you go. That is $14 for Skinner, first and last. There you go. Cool.
Six is going to Rich.
All right. Rich is going to grab the Styx record. Very nice. Todd Smith. Crunch. Oh, my God.
Crunch is in the house.
Crunch is in the house. I've known Todd since our days at MySpace.
Oh, wow.
How you doing, buddy?
So cool.
He finally tunes in for something we did. All right. Very nice. Very nice. Cool. So Donny Osmond is going to go to Katie. Thank you, Katie. Very nice. And the autograph is there. It says, I think it looks like it says to Farfignugan. Love, Donny Osmond. Oh, to Margaret. I thought it said Farfignugan. That is $39 going to Katie on that one.
Skinner is going to James.
All right, James is going to grab the Leonard Skinner. Very nice. Thank you, James. James Thompson. And then Rocky Horror is going to go to Sig for $35. Cool. Thank you, Sig. Very nice. What does that say? Lots of laughs and sex. Oh, lots of larfs and sex. Gorgeous gals, thrills and chills. Amanda, have you ever seen Rocky Horror Picture Show?
Yeah, you have to go and like actually see it in person because there's a lot of things that you like. You throw stuff at some points, you yell things.
I've never seen it. So.
It's very interesting.
All right, cool. All right, let's see what else we got going on tonight. Oh, this is from. I always told Jen that this guy was a one-hit wonder. He was not. Okay. This is, holy moly. This is $89. This is a VG++ copy of Waiting for My Rocket to Come. Still in the shrink with the hype sticker. The Remedy is on here, and You and I Both. Is this record out of print or something?
It is.
It is not in print, so that's why this is a tasty morsel of record. So there you go. It is a 2 LP with an etching on the other side. So $89. Waiting for My Rocket. Jason Mraz, of course, The Remedy was the huge song for that guy. I called him a one-hit wonder, and Jen was very offended by that comment. So what are you going to do on that one? All right, cool. When's the last time anybody told you life was just a fantasy? This is Aldo Nova. It is a VG++ copy on the vinyl. The jacket's got some ringwear, baby. It is $14. And yeah, Canadian Loud and Proud, Aldo Nova with Fantasy for $14. The VG++ on the record. All right, cool. Katie used to be in a production of Rocky Horror. Wow, that's cool. Very nice. All right, what else we got here? This is more Leon Redbone. You're not going to be marked safe from Leon Redbone or Cheap Trick anytime soon tonight. Let's just put it that way. This is $9 in excellent condition. That is double time. This is Max Webster Live Magnetic Air VG++ for $9. There is some ringwear on the cover. Is this? I want to say I'm thinking like, is this live at Max's Kansas City or something? But it's not. I don't think this is just whatever. I'm going to have to go to Denise or Ivor for this. Denise or Ivor, you ever heard of Max Webster live at Magnetic Air? So all right, $9.
Megan's in on Aldo.
Megan is in on the Aldo Nova for 14. Cool, Megan. Megan has the Aldo Nova for 14. Jason Mraz, Waiting for My Rocket to Come, is 89, if anybody's interested in that one. This is, oh my goodness, we're back with the Warner Brothers. On Track, Leon Redbone, excellent condition. That is $9. And this is the Electric Horseman with Willie Nelson. And that is Jane Fonda and Robert Redford. It is a VG copy, and it is $9 for that soundtrack. Right there. Yes, Michael. Leon Redbone has won the night. Redbone won the Rock This Town Records Lottery of Love, and he is the Bob Dylan of tonight's action. So there you go. This is $29. This is an OG copy of Van Halen, a VG++ copy. The cover isn't perfect. Presents pretty good, but it's not perfect. There's a little wear along the spine. And there's a little kind of, there might have been a price sticker there at some point. There's maybe a little smudging and a little discoloration along the opening of the jacket there. So $29 for Van Halen from 1984.
He says they're a band from Canada.
A band from Canada. All right. Well, there you go. All right. Did I do a last call on the Aldo Nova?
No.
I don't think so. Anyways, well, I'm going to do a quick last call for Megan on the Aldo Nova for 14 and a last call on the Jason Mraz, because it's the Remedy. This is Cat Stevens, Back to Earth. It's still in the shrink. Bad Breaks is on here. Excellent condition on the vinyl, and it is $9 for a little cat. Jim Steinman, all right. Includes a 7-inch promo, and it's $14. Of course, the man, there's the promo. The man that did Meatloaf and did Bat Out of Hell. That's what I'm trying to say, with Meatloaf. So there you go. That's right. Jim Steinman was at, Mutt Lange wasn't able to produce Hysteria, so they decided, Def Leppard decided that they were going to produce Jim Steinman to produce him, because he was a great songwriter too. And that didn't go over so well. They couldn't stand Jim Steinman, fired him, and then Mutt came back after Rick Allen's accident. What's that?
I wish that stuff existed. I don't think it does anymore, but I would love to.
Oh, the Jim Steinman produced Def Leppard Hysteria? Yeah, that'd be crazy. Aldo Nova. Hey, Jorge. Good to see you. Thanks for hanging out. Aldo Nova, going to go to our friend Megan, and then I'm going to put Jason Mraz where he belongs, to the side. This one-hit wonder.
That's where you're going to be. Saying things like that.
Come on, man.
Come on, man. All right. How about a little Sammy Hagar, baby? Standing Hampton, still in the shrink. It is a VG++ copy. That price tag there is actually on top of the shrink, so you don't have to worry. It is $19. And wow. Let's see what's on here. You got I'll Fall in Love Again, One Way to Rock, Heavy Metal's on here as well. Baby It's You. That is $19. That is Sammy Hagar, still in the shrink. A VG++ copy on that one. Well, what do you say we go for a little more Cheap Trick? I don't know if there's a Cheap Trick audience here tonight, but maybe you're like, I like Cheap Trick, but maybe not deep catalog stuff. Well, this is kind of a deep catalog record, but it's a good record. Took Jen and I forever to find this record, and here it is. We're putting it in the show. $39. It is in excellent condition. It is still in the shrink, and it has the hype sticker on it. So there you go. The Doctor from Cheap Trick with John Brandt on bass after Tom Peterson had left for a little bit of time. All right, Steely Dan's Greatest Hits. That is $19, a VG Plus copy on that one. Also got a little Steve Miller Band. That is Funkadelic Steve Miller, clearly. VG Plus for $19. Beautiful. And then a little Born to Be Bad. Not bad to the bone, but Born to Be Bad. Excellent condition, $14. George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. Megan is in on Sammy Hagar at 19. Cheap Trick's at 39 for the Doctor. And this is Toto. Fahrenheit is the name of the record. Steve Lukather, kind of the leader of Toto. And yeah, $14 on that bad boy. Cool.
Tito's here.
All right, Tito's here. Very nice. The party can begin. How you doing, Casey? You were so jazzed about that Papa Roach record earlier today when we did an unboxing that we'll be posting, and the one that Casey had wanted in her record store day box that she was unboxing was she wanted the Papa Roach, and boom, she got the Papa Roach. So very nice. And now you look like you're beaten down by our Canadian friend who's maybe giving you a hard time tonight. Okay, cool. All right, well, there you go. Kick his ass. Kick his ass, Seabass. All right, cool. So we had Toto and then The Ventures, 10th anniversary album for $9. Okay, it's a German pressing. Fancy. VG++ on that record. This is Jerry Rafferty, $9. In excellent condition. City to City by Jerry Rafferty. There you go. All right, I'm going to do a last call for Megan on the Sammy Hagar Standing Hampton, still in the shrink. And then a last call on the Cheap Trick. So far, about to go 0 for 3 on the Cheap Trick, Jenny.
I'll just take them all home. I'm fine with
I suppose, yeah. $39 for The Doctor, still in the shrink in excellent condition. Lou Reed, Rock and Roll Animal, a VG++ copy for $19. And then a little Bodyguard soundtrack on red vinyl for $29, still in the shrink. And yes, I Will Always Love You is on here, as it should be, along with a bunch of other Whitney Houston and a Soul System song. Lisa Stansfield, nice. Joe Cocker, featuring Sass Jordan, and Kenny G and Aaron Neville. So not too shabby. All right, Sammy is going to go to our friend Megan. Thank you, Megan. A little Standing Hampton for Megan. And Cheap Trick is going to go to the side. Robin, Bunny. Sorry, guys. What can I say? All right, Billy Idol, Rebel Yell, OG copy of this one, a VG++ copy from 1983. It is, let's see, it is $29. It's a pretty good looking copy, I must say. You know, if I could nitpick a little bit, I might be able to along the edges, but the cover looks pretty damn good. Obviously, you're getting a little Rebel Yell on here. You're getting Flesh for Fantasy. And, of course, you're getting the monster that is Eyes Without a Face, my favorite Billy Idol song. What is your favorite Billy Idol song, Jay?
Oh, boy. It probably is Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes Without a Face?
Yeah.
Or Cradle of Love?
No.
Really? Okay, cool.
No, I like the early stuff.
All right, nice. This
Dancing with Myself.
this is Oh, Dancing with Myself. Yeah, very nice. $24. This is Gin Blossom's New Miserable Experience. Is this getting reissued? Or did it just get reissued? I think it's Jenny.
Oh, I'm sorry. I think that might be the first. It's a reissue of the album, but I think it might be the first time it was pressed on vinyl.
Yeah, the first time it was kind of pressed on vinyl back in 2017. New Miserable Experience.
I got the 2 LP one that just came out.
Oh, yeah, we got the 2 LP. Yeah, the 2 LP. It's coming out. Okay, cool. This is a VG++ copy, 2017 version for $24 of Hey Jealousy's on here, Allison Rhodes on here, among others from Gin Blossom.
If you live in Arizona and you don't have that record, we
There you go. Jen says we're taking you're taking the driver's license away if you don't have that record and you live in Arizona. So there you go. Since they're Arizona loud and proud. Jimmy Smith, West Montgomery, a VG++ copy on Verb, the dynamic duo for $19. There you go. Two legends there. Jan has written her name on the top of the back of the record. Uh-oh. Leon Redbone, red to blue, $9 in excellent condition. And then one more, Nickel Creek. That is self-titled on orange vinyl. It is a VMP pressing, and it is $29. It is a gatefold from Nickel Creek. Cool band from, I guess, what, almost 20 years ago now, probably, huh? They were big. Yeah, if you believe that. All right. I'm going to do a last call on the Billy Idol. I'm going to do a last call on the Gin Blossoms. Both of those, well, the Billy Idol OG from 83 is 29, and the Gin Blossoms from 2017 is 24. I got a little Godfrey and Godly and Cream, not Godfrey, Cry extended remix with Trevor Horn producing. That is $14. A little 12-inch single if you want like 3 different versions of Cry. I remember that video.
John's in on Gin Blossoms.
All right, John is in on the Gin Blossom, so John has that for 24, and we're in a last call on that one. Night Moves by Bob Seger, a VG Plus copy. This one's got some wear on the jacket, ring wear, edge wear, spine wear. The back ain't too bad. $9 for Night Moves if you're interested in that one. I'm going to put Billy Idol to the side. Thank you, Billy. Tonight is not your night, but soon it will be your night. I guarantee you. And that is $29 if anybody's interested. And John is going to pick up the Gin Blossoms for $24. Very nice. Thank you, John. I have Ixnay on the Unjay. I have Smash from the Offspring.
That's from our collection.
This is from our collectionist too. This is a magenta mix vinyl. It's a VG++ copy. It's still in the shrink. It is $59. We bought this new, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. And can you crack that open for me and show what the vinyl looks like on that one? Also, in the Crate of Love is Night Ranger, a VG++ copy. Is this from our collection as well? It is from our collection. This is $19. It is Dawn Patrol. We're getting rid of Dawn Patrol? I love this record. I can't believe we're getting rid of this record, Jenny. What are you thinking?
Oh, because I have another variant.
Oh, we have another variant of it. Okay, so but this is an OG copy. But it's a really nice copy. That is 19 if anybody's interested in Dawn Patrol. Oh, that's fancy.
It's really pretty.
So that is a magenta. I guess I would call that like a red or a fruit punch for those of us who are colorblind like myself. And that is the Offspring for $59 on that one. All right, James is going to grab the Bob Seger. Thank you, James. Very nice. Put that to the side there. And Megan is in on the Night Ranger for $19. Very cool. And is the Smash a 2008 copy? No, I don't think so.
No.
Is it?
No, it's more. The sticker might say what year it is.
I think it's.
Does it have the hype in?
This says 2008 on the back.
Oh, maybe. What? No, we wouldn't have had that long, would we have?
I didn't think it was a 2008. I can do
Because I started.
We'll do a check on it, Martin, on that one.
I
Cool.
started recollecting in 2016.
Yeah.
I can tell you it was a Via Records variant.
Oh,
So
yeah.
it
Okay.
was, yeah, color. So
Probably like one of 300 type of thing from. This is George Harrison Cloud 9. It is $24. It is a VG++ copy of an outstanding record from perhaps the best Beatle, produced by Jeff Lynne. So it sounds very much like ELO, and obviously Jeff Lynne has very much of a sound when he produces an artist.
One option for Night Ranger and the Nickel Creek is going to Andrew.
All right, cool. Andrew's going to grab the Nickel Creek. Thank you, Andrew. And this obviously got my mind set on you was the big hit on this one from George Harrison. That is 24 on that one.
2020 on the Offspring.
2020, that record came out for the Offspring, Martin. That was a variant reissued in 2020 on magenta vinyl. All right, Darren's at 25 on the Night Ranger, and Andrew is going to grab the Nickel Creek. Let me find the Nickel Creek in there. Hey, Andrew. Thanks for hanging up. Yeah, I did. There it is. All right, there it is. Very nice. Cool, thank you. And then the Offspring, I guess I got 3 things going right now with the Dawn Patrol, the George Harrison, and the Offspring. That's $59 for the Offspring. Still in the shrink, the magenta mix. What's on here? Well, we've had this before. Got to get away, something to believe in, come out and play, keep them separated, self-esteem. So good. And there you go. All right, cool. What else is going on here? This is Lightning Hopkins live at the Bird Lounge for $14, a VG Plus copy from Lightning Hopkins. Night Rangers at 26 with Megan. I'm going to do a last call on the Offspring at 59 for Smash from the Offspring. And then what else we got in here? This is Owl by the Zac Brown Band on yellow and black splatter vinyl. It is $24 from the Zac Brown Band. Cool. Very nice. That is a gatefold as well. Very nice. And then Walt Disney, It's a Small World for $9, a VG++ copy. I wonder if Disneyland still looks like that. It might actually. That's one thing about Disneyland. It's remains timeless. At least elements of Disneyland remain timeless. Casey, have you ever been to Disneyland?
Twice.
Have you ever been? Really, twice. Have you ever been to Disney World?
No, I want to.
Amanda?
I've been to both.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And Jen's been to Disneyland. I've never been to Disneyland. Or I've been to Disney World. I got sick on one of those crazy, and I was like 22 or something.
Was it on the raft ride?
No, it was on one of those where you go in front of the screens and stuff, and you're moving around and stuff. Yeah, they're great, but it is what it is, I suppose. All right, I'm going to do a last call on the Night Ranger at 26 for Megan at this point. Offspring, I'm going to put to the side. That is the 2020 reissue on magenta vinyl. And then George Harrison, I'm going to do a last call on that for 24. That is Cloud 9 from George Harrison. Night Rangers now at 27 with Darren. This is Bette Midler of The Rose for $9 in excellent condition on that bad boy. Let's get another record out going. This is Journey. Ooh, see, I think this is a really good Journey record. I know Steve Smith and Ross Valerie had been fired from the band for the first time, but not the last time. And this is Raised on Radio. It is $19. It is a VG++ copy. I love it because Girl Can't Help It is on here. Suzanne is also on here. Be Good to Yourself is on here. You've also got Raised on Radio, which is a great song. And I'll Be All Right Without You. So there you go. Great record. Journey, that is $19 if anybody is interested. I'm going to move George Harrison to the side here and go with 24 on that one.
Megan is out on Night Ranger, and Michael Hanby was first for the Rose.
All right, Michael Hanby was first on the Rose. Megan was also interested. But Megan is out on the Night Ranger, so I'm going to do a last call for Darren at 27 on the Night Ranger. And I don't know what Martin's talking about, but I think it's probably one of the greatest things that anybody has ever written. Stupid teacups get me every time. I don't know what that means, Martin, but I think it's fantastic.
Disney.
What's that?
At Disneyland.
Oh,
Get
Disneyland.
sick
Oh,
with the
okay.
teacups.
Oh, he gets sick. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I wrote a Tilt-A-Whirl once. It was at like a local community fair up in Minnesota. And I was on the Tilt-A-Whirl. As soon as I got off of it, man, everything from like the last 6 days came right back up. It was terrible. Yeah, 6 days on the road, and I'm gonna make it home tonight because But that's the night that I won P. Bogard, my moose.
What?
I have a moose. He's a stuffed moose, but I won him.
So confused.
And I named him Beauregard P. Bogard.
Nice. It's a good name.
I was like 12, so what are you gonna do? Yeah, the Beauregard's blind at this point, so but what are you gonna do? That is going to our friend Darren for 27. Thank you. Alicia is in on the Journey at 19, so I'll do a last call for Alicia on the Journey at 19. Very nice. And then what else is in here? I have a Linkin Park record, Hybrid Theory, that is $19. It is a VG++ copy. It is a 2020 pressing. Of course, this is an iconic record because it's got paper cut on it. One Step Closer, Crawling, In the End. A lot of good stuff. Chester and the rest of the guys right there. That is $19 if anybody's interested in that. The moose out front should have told you. Exactly. Wally World. Yeah, it came out right. Maybe that's why they had a moose that I was able to win at kind of the community fair because of Wally World. So.
Yeah. Jamie's in on Lincoln Park.
All right, Jamie is in on the Lincoln Park. Very cool. This is the greatest hits from England. Well, we'll see how this goes over. Got the Moody Blues. Oh, well, I'm all in. It's Not Unusual by Tom Jones. Beautiful. Boyce has written his name there, and as a VG Plus copy, it is $9. Who else is on here? You got them doing Gloria, and that is, yes, that's the Van Morrison Gloria. The Zombies also on here, but I would say Tom Jones is kind of the big winner on this one. The Kinks? Is the Kinks on there? I don't see the Kinks. I don't see the Kinks.
Check the back.
I don't know.
Did I not see the Kinks? Maybe I'm thinking of a different.
Maybe thinking of them. Them. Anyways, that's $9 on that one. All right, Alicia is going to grab the Journey Raised on Radio. Very nice. Thank you, Alicia. Appreciate it. And Lincoln Park, I'm going to do a last call on that for Jamie at 19 for Hybrid Theory. This is Pink Floyd. This is $44.99. It is still in the shrink with the hype sticker. This is a 1980 reissue. And it's, like I said, $44. It is a VG++ copy. Is this from our collection too, Jenny?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, it is from our collection. Yep. That was a hard run to get rid of. But I kind of like the live Pink Floyd the best. So give me a delicate sound of Thunder and Pulse when it comes to Pink Floyd. But still a great record. $44, a 1980 pressing in beautiful condition. So there you go. Jamie is going to grab the Lincoln Park for 19. Very nice. Thank you, Jamie. What else is up tonight? I have, Roy Orbison. This is Mystery Girl for $19, and it is a VG++ copy. And yes, Jen and I turned in some records, and this is another one. You Got It is on here, among others, from the great Roy Orbison. So that's $19 if anybody's interested in that one. Also, what do we have here? We have the 1969 Warner Reprise Record Show featuring Joni Mitchell, The Mothers of Invention with Frank Zappa, Jethro Tull, Neil Young, The Kinks, The Everly Brothers, The Jimi Hendrix Experience, and The Grateful Dead, among others. Oh, and Fats Domino. So there you go. That is $14 on that. That is a VG++ copy.
Corey's first on Floyd.
Okay, Corey's first on the Pink Floyd, so Corey has that for $44. Roy Orbison, I'm going to do a last call to Roy Orbison at 19 for Mystery Girl. Thank you very much, Roy. Are you ready to be knee-deep in the hoopla? This is $14, excellent condition. There you go, knee-deep in the hoopla from Starship. We Built This City is on here. Also, what else? Oh, Sarah's on here as well. And so there you go. Not too shabby. This is John Prine of Vinyl Me Please release on Blue Smoke vinyl for $29. It is in excellent condition. So, little John Prine. I don't know much about John other than I know that people say he was cool, and he is cool. Or I don't know. John Prine isn't with us anymore, so I guess he was cool. But yeah, so there you go. All right, I'm going to move Roy Orbison to the side. Thank you, Roy. That is at 19 if anybody's interested. And then the Pink Floyd is at 44. And now Alicia is at 46 on the Pink Floyd. All right, cool. This is Synchronicity. This is a VG++ copy, and it is $24. An OG copy from Synchronicity. And I think this might have been one of those records where it's translucent.
Purple, yeah.
Yeah, purple, I think so. So,
purple, I think they call it a 600 vinyl. It's audiophile kind of quality vinyl.
Yeah, this did come from our collection though. This is from a different collection.
Yes, that's a different collection.
Yeah.
I
So,
kept ours.
yeah. Oh, we kept. Oh, that's why that's not okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but this is
there you
the
go.
same, I think.
yeah.
It is.
Okay. Cool. So the Police Synchronicity is 24. Also got a little Thunder Before Dawn in there for $9, and then of course. You asked for it. You got it. Still sealed. That is Leon Redbone. No regrets. No regrets. No regrets at all from the great Leon Redbone. So that is the Encore crate tonight. I've still got a ton of stuff here to go in the So Choice. So let me grab Dolly Parton's Greatest Hits. That is a VG. I said Greatest Hits, by the way. VG++, it is $19. It is a gatefold. You're getting 9 to 5. You're getting Applejack. You're getting Here You Come Again. A lot of good stuff. I Will Always Love You by Dolly. So there you go. $19. Dolly's Greatest Hits OG copy. VG++ on that one. Alicia's at 46 on the Pink Floyd. I'm going to do a last call for Alicia on the Pink Floyd. I'm going to do a last call on the Police, and that's it. I guess I'm not going to do any. No regrets. Exactly.
And what was before No Regrets?
It was Thunder Before Dawn, still in the shrink for $9. Excellent condition on that one.
It's jazz.
And it is jazz, yep. So, no, I get it, Todd. I knew what you were doing there. That's cool. All right. I'm going to put the Police to the side. Thank you very much to Sting, Stuart Copeland, and Andy Summers. That is 24. And George comes in at 54 on the Pink Floyd. And Alicia still in at 46. Corey is out on the Pink Floyd. And Dolly is at 19. All right. What else do I got in here? Can I find a little more Sammy Hagar? This is, I don't know. Oh, Street Machine by Sammy Hagar. It's $14. It is a VG++ copy. The cover's pretty good. There's a little bit of small creasing right down in this area right here. Wow, look at Sammy looking sharp there in his white pants. Very nice. Do I know anything on here? Trans Am's on this record. Maybe that's really the only song I really know. This is early Sammy, obviously. $14, a VG++ copy from Sammy if you're interested in that one. Alicia's at 55 on the Pink Floyd. Dolly is at 19. I'm going to do a last call on Dolly Parton's Greatest Hits. Very nice. And then Michael's in on Sammy Hagar, the Red Rocker, at 14 for Sammy. Are you looking forward to Record Store Day, Jenny?
Yes, I am.
If you could only pick one record for Record Store Day, which one would you pick?
Neurotic Outsiders.
The Neurotic Outsiders. Wow. Have you guys heard of the Neurotic Outsiders? Because that is a band that was, what year did they form? Was it late 90s, early 2000s, somewhere in there?
Somewhere in there, yeah.
With Duff McKagan of Guns N' Roses on bass, John Taylor of Duran Duran on bass, Matt Sorum on drums, formerly of Guns N' Roses, and what was the other band he was in with Scott Weiland and the guys? Oh, he was in the Cult too, yeah. And then he was in
oh my gosh, Velvet Revolver.
Velvet Revolver as well. So there you go. And then Steve Jones from Sex Pistols.
Yes.
I said the Clash when we were doing the unboxing video. It was the Sex Pistols,
Michael
I think
Hammond
so.
will help me out if I'm wrong.
All right, cool.
Michael Henry says yes, Jen.
Alicia's at 65 on the Pink Floyd. And I'm going to put Dolly to the side. Dolly, you know you're the greatest. But tonight, there'll be another night that you need to fight. All right. And then Sammy Hagar is at 14. I'm going to do a last call for our friend Michael Hamby on that one. Thank you, Michael. And then let's see what else is in here. Do I got something else that's kind of sexy? How about this one? This is Ingrid Michaelson. This is Girls and Boys. It is $49, and it comes from, once again, Jen and my collection, kind of a rare record. I guess that's probably out of print at this point, right? So Girls and Boys, Ingrid Michaelson, great vocalist, $49 if you're interested in that one. Let's grab another record out of here since I'm running behind on this stuff. This is Pearl Jam. This is the this is a 2017 reissue. It is in excellent condition, and it is still in the shrink, and it is $29. And this is from our collection as well, too. Honestly, yeah, it's a good record. Even Flow, Alive, Black, Jeremy, Porch. So there you go. That is $29 on that one. Even Flow. Katie is interested in the Ingrid Michaelson, so Katie has that for $49. Very nice. And then Alicia is at 76 on the Pink Floyd 1980 reissue VG++, still in the shrink with the hype sticker, and that's from Jen and my collection. Jennifer always remembers where we bought these records. Do you remember where we bought that Pink Floyd record?
I think we bought it at like the antique vendor.
Oh, we bought it at like an antique vendor here in over in Chandler, Arizona, which is the next suburb to the west of
Or
Gilbert. Or maybe Asylum Records, which is also here in Phoenix, run by one of our friends, Scott, who's got a really cool record store. He's not online or anything, but if you're ever in Phoenix, make sure you stop by, obviously, our store. If you don't, we'd be offended, but we understand. But stop by Scott's store at Asylum. He's really cool.
Megan's in on Pearl Jam.
All right, Megan is in on the Pearl Jam. So I'm going to do a last call on the Pearl Jam for Megan at 29. I'm going to do a last call to Ingrid Michaelson for Katie at 49. And George is at 82 on the Pink Floyd. I think we covered everything. And then Sammy, yes, is going to Michael Hamby. All right. Sammy, the Red Rocker from the Bay Area. Very nice. What else do I got in here? I have, well, there's even, I'll probably save some of this Cheap Trick. We got even more Cheap Trick. This is Ghost in the Machine by the Police. It is $19. It is a VG++ copy. There's a little bit of ring wear. And there's a little bit of wear along the edge, but it's pretty minimal. What's on here? Oh, Spirits of the Material World, Invisible Sun, Everything She Does Is Magic, Demolition Man. Some good stuff there from the Police. $19 on that one. Alicia is out on Pink Floyd. Thanks, Alicia, for your interest in that. I'm going to do a last call then for George on the Pink Floyd at 82. Ingrid Michaelson's going to go to Katie for 49. Thank you very much. And Megan is going to grab the Pearl Jam for 29. Very cool. Thank you, Megan. Appreciate it. Let me grab a couple more records out of here. I have... well, I'm going to do another Cheap Trick record. You never know. This is Busted by Cheap Trick. Another deep grail from Cheap Trick. Hard to find on vinyl. This is $49. It is a VG++ copy on that one from the guys in Cheap Trick. Can't Stop Falling in Love is on this record. Ooh, that's a good song. It does have a sticker on here that we elected not to remove. It was probably there when Jen and I bought it. But other than that, this thing's in pretty tip-top condition. So $49 on that. Got Tear Down These Walls by Billy Ocean. Billy Ocean's best album ever. All right. Wow. Get Out of My Dreams, Get Into My Car. Tear Down These Walls is on here as well. The Color of Love, Here's to You. And As Soon as You're Ready. It's a promo copy. It has the hype sticker attached to the record. There is no shrink. It is $14 for a little Billy Ocean if you're interested in that. And then one more while I'm at it. This is Alanis Morissette live at Shepherd's Bush in 2020. This was a Record Store Day release some 5 years ago. It is $39. It is a limited edition. And it still has the hype sticker and still in the shrink. And let's see. You Ought to Know is on here. Well, You Learn is on here. Head Over Feet, Hand in Pocket, Ironic, You Ought to Know, Thank You, among others. So it's a 2 LP. That is $39 if anybody's interested in a little Alanis Morissette live at London Shepherd Bush.
Jenny Jefferson's in on Billy Ocean, and then I think Jenny just popped in, so it's technically an auctionable one, even though it's in that crate.
All right, cool. Oh, yeah. So, Jenny, this is from the So Choice crate. I have it in the middle crate because we've gone through the Encore crate already. So, but I'm going to do a quick last call for you, Jenny, on this. That's $14. And then George is going to grab the Pink Floyd for 82. Thank you, George. Appreciate that. Really super cool copy on that one for George. Cheap Trick Busted is $49. Alanis Morissette live at Shepherd's Bush is $39 on that one. All right. Okay, cool. And then Montrose, a little more Sammy Hagar, I guess. That is Paper Money from Montrose, a VG++ copy. It is $14. And yeah, there's a little wear on the cover, but it is an OG copy if you're interested in a little Paper Money from Sammy Hagar, Ronnie Montrose, and the rest of Montrose on that one. Cool? Cool. All right. Jenny is going to grab the Billy Ocean. Thank you, Jenny.
And then yes to George.
All right, cool. Kind of figured that, George, but yes, definitely we can do that for you, George. Thank you. I'm going to do a last call on the Alanis Morissette and on the Cheap Trick. And Sig is in on the Montrose at 14. Cool. Thank you, Sig. Let me recap this crate really quick. This is Leon Redbone, and if you're joining us late, that's $9. Thunder, John Prine for 29, Starship for 14. That is the Warner Brothers Record Show. Great. It's kind of a compilation with Joni Mitchell and kind of everybody on Warner Brothers back then. Grateful Dead, Jimi Hendrix. $14. The Greatest Hits from England. $9 compilation. Disney is $9. That is Zach Brown Band for 24 on yellow and black splatter vinyl. Lightning Hopkins 14. Godley and Cream 14. Leon Redbone 9. Jimmy Smith is 19. The Bodyguard soundtrack on red vinyl for 29. Lou Reed is 19, and Jerry Rafferty is at 9 in excellent condition. Montrose is with Sig. I'm going to do a last call on that one for 14. I'm going to put Cheap Trick to the side. 0 for 4 for the mighty Cheap Trick from Rockford, Illinois. And Alanis Morissette, live. $39. That's going to the side as well. Oh, and the Police. Didn't get no love for the Police either, so I'm going to put that to the side. That is 19 if anybody's interested in that. Handful of records to go. What do we got left? My Chemical Romance, the 2020 RSD clear with red splatter vinyl. That is $69. Still in the shrink with the hype stickers. So there you go. That is $69. And then we've got a little Kid Cudi for $19. Is this the record he did with Kanye West? I'm not sure on that.
I don't think so.
Anyways, Kid Cudi, $19 on that one. And then last but not least, one more Cheap Trick, and that is $19. And that has a price sticker on it that we elected not to remove from Rockaway Records in 1993.
My home away from home.
Jen's home away from home back in the day here, some 32 years ago.
Shout
19
out to Alan.
Shout out to Alan at Rockaway. This is $19. It is a VG++ copy. That is that next position, please? No, standing in the shadows.
Standing on the edge.
Standing on the edge. Thank you very much. There you go. $19 on that one.
Adam's in on the My Can and Andrew's in on the Keep Coming.
All right, Adam's in on the My Chemical Romance record store day release. He has that for $69. And Montrose is going to go to Sig. Thank you very much, Sig. There you go. Very nice. And then the Kid Cudi, Andrew has that for 19. All right, cool. All right, let me finish going through this bin of encore stuff. That is the Ventures, Toto. That is George Thorogood, Steve Miller Band, Steely Dan's Greatest Hits. If you need prices on anything, let me know. Jim Steinman, Cat Stevens, Van Halen, and then Willie Nelson and Leon Redbone on that one. Oh, okay. Maybe Andrew wasn't claiming it, so there you go. We'll see. Let me know, Andrew, if you were still claiming it.
No, he is.
Oh,
I was
okay.
just telling you the one that he did with Kanye.
Oh, Kids See Ghosts. Got it. Okay. Max Webster, Leon Redbone again, Bob Seger, still in the shrink. Lena Horne, Nat King Cole, Fleetwood Mac, still in the shrink. An OG copy of that one. Kind of amazing that it's been in the shrink that long and held up. Merle Haggard, and then more Leon Redbone. Hope we don't have a lot of Leon Redbone because we're about to have a lot of Leon Redbone in the bins over there. Woo-wee. All right, I'm going to do a last call for Adam on the My Chemical Romance for 69, a last call on the Kid Cudi for Andrew at 19, and a last call on the Cheap Trick standing on the edge for 19 as well on that one. If you're joining us late, we had Jane's Addiction. That is a recent reissue for $34 of Nothing Shocking. We had Cheap Trick a couple times over, 34 and 19 respectively. And then we had Prince, Sign of the Times. Da-na-na. Oh, that's Queensryche's version. A VG++ copy for 14. Jason Moran's 89. That is Waiting for My Rocket, still in the shrink with the hype sticker. All right, Kid Cudi is going to go to Andrew. Thank you very much. Going to grab the Kid Cudi. And then Adam is going to grab the My Chemical Romance. Very nice. Very cool. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate that. And then Cheap Trick going to go and drop in there. And then what else did we have? In case you're joining us late, we had a lot more Cheap Trick. The Doctor, Still in the Shrink for $39. Billy Idol, OG copy from '83 for $29. VG++. The Offspring, that is from 2020. It's a magenta color of Smash, special Phoenix edition for $59.
What's the price on Jason Mraz?
And then George Harrison was $24. The Jason Mraz was $89. That record is out of print right now. That comes from Jen and my collection when she bought it new, right? We bought this new, yeah.
12P.
Way back when. So there you go. That is $89 on that one. And then finally, a little Roy Orbison for $19. Synchronicity for $24. Dolly's Greatest Hits is $19. More Cheap Trick for $49. Busted. And then Alanis Morissette, and then more Police. So there you go. That is the big show for tonight.
Michael Hamby is getting a Cheap Trick in color.
All right. Michael Hanby is going to grab the in color. Very nice. Jen is celebrating that.
Hi, Michael.
There you go. Let me find it here really quick. Where's in color? There it is. Very nice. Cool. Thank you, Michael. He's going to grab that. All right, cool. I think that's it for tonight. Tomorrow night, back with Guns N' Roses, the 1991 original pressings. We have Marilyn Manson, Holywood, coming in or coming onto the show tomorrow. Aerosmith, I think it's Pump. I'm not sure. I think it might be Pump. And then a lot of other cool stuff. Actually, we have more from Jen in my collection, and then some other super cool stuff as well. Record Store Day, if you're in the area, stop on by on Saturday. We open at 9 a.m. that day. It is April 12th on Saturday, and yeah. And we'll be posting more videos, and yeah. So there you go. Appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. You guys have a great night. Take care. Thank you, Casey. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, Jen. And
Thank you, Cheap Trick.
thank you, Cheap Trick. Very nice.
Hello, Wisconsin.
What's that? Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen. What was it? How does it go? Avita Jane, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
A la Cheap Trick. So there you go. Cool. And if you see anything in here that you were like, ooh, I should have picked up that Jason Mraz record, you can always shoot us an email or send us a message on the Facebook of Love. So